Dead Workers Party on Smite, episode 16, recorded on August 23rd, 2013.
I'm Brent Copeland.
I am Wes Wilson.
And I'm Eric Fullerton.
Hi.
Hi.
It's such like a hi.
Hi.
It's kind of lit
Hi.
down. Hi.
Hi.
We've started another episode, and that's too bad.
That's too bad.
Completed. That's too bad. Already.
Here we are again. Since we started, we might as well finish it.
I
That's right.
know.
If you don't know, we're the Dead Workers Party, and we like to do podcasts, and this is one of them on the game Smite, which is a free-to-play MOBA by the Hi-Rez Gens.
Yes.
So we had a couple episodes a few weeks ago where we tried playing the game and talking. Didn't go so well. And we listened to our fans, and we went back last week to a regular average Joe talking about the game. And we actually got some comments on our website, which is deadworkers.com, under the podcast tab Smite. Anyway, from Sianta, had to say, really good show this week. Lots of talk about mechanics that I still don't understand, but I understand better than I did. That's amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's good.
You know how you can figure out all the mechanics? Listen to all of our episodes, because there's a secret message ingrained in them. And if you listen to all of them back to back, you'll understand everything mystically and totally.
You have to listen to them in reverse.
No,
And upside down.
you've gone too far. I'm trying to get people to listen to our podcast, the past one even, because there's a lot of good information there. I mean, like we had that whole debate about magical damage versus physical damage, where Brent treated me like I was like a little dog for him to kick around.
Oh, yeah.
And then like what happened? They responded. They changed it so that magical damage can now affect towers. And now there is no logical reason to buy physical protection over magical protection.
That's true.
And there was none before.
There was then. No, you're wrong. You're
They
wrong.
didn't change anything else.
No.
The towers.
No.
The
You are
towers.
wrong. You are wrong.
Whatever.
No.
It's a trap.
Whatever. I'm going with no. Absolutely not.
So, what have we been up to this week?
We've been playing some Smite.
Yeah?
We just played a couple games before the show.
We even won one.
Well, because we hacked the system.
Is that really what we did?
We hacked the Gibson. So in Assault, you get random guys, and sometimes you don't like to play the guys. Well, Eric and I are sitting here in the same room. We're like, these guys suck. And he's like, well, I got so-and-so. And I'm like, I like him. And he's like, and then I had the one he likes.
Yeah,
which
so
is
we just
Bakasura.
switched chairs.
Switch chairs. Genius. We hacked the system.
And we all won, so it wasn't like we hurt the account or our awesome stats.
Yeah. So now we've made a new rule. If you want to play with us, you have to be in the same room.
Yes.
So if we do Assault, we can all switch chairs.
Yes. Wait, who'd you get? And then we start doing rock, scissors, paper to
Yeah.
see who gets to play, like Ymir or something,
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So this week, I played a 52-minute Assault with Hi-Rez Kelly and won.
You beat her?
I did. So she played Fenrir. I was Neja.
Yeah?
Shaw.
And
Really? You started playing Nijan?
yeah, I'm playing her a lot. Like either her or Neith. I'll go
Yeah.
back and forth. So I'm really digging her.
You need to explain to me the ultimate thing, because I try it and I feel like I'm doing it right, and I don't ever.
Oh, when you have to hit the button?
Yeah, I don't ever feel like I'm
Oh,
doing
yeah.
Is
it.
that what's the hard part? Hitting the button or landing it?
That's just it. I don't exactly I feel like I'm doing it right, but then nobody dies the way that I die when Nijan attacks me.
Oh, yeah.
So it's one of those things.
Don't attack the tanks anymore when they're full health.
I'm not attacking the tanks
Without Kinsblade.
I mean, you don't do anything, right? You just land the thing, and then she goes up and kicks them. You don't have to do anything while you're in the air.
But yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
you do. You have to hit
press the
buttons.
button.
What?
It's
Yes.
a little mini game.
Oh, God.
You didn't know that?
I haven't played her.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I have.
Well,
he
I take
has,
it back.
and I want his information.
I take it back.
So there's
that makes it much more interesting to me.
And
Yeah.
actually, Yanni points out Nija is a boy.
yeah.
You said
It's a
she.
prince.
Whatever. Like, no one else got confused, even when he talks. Come on.
Yeah, acts like a girl.
Looks like a girl.
Yeah.
Walks like a girl.
Smells
on
like a girl.
Skates.
Yeah.
And fights like a... Oh, wait. That's... I think that's borderline sexist.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you're getting there.
I
You're
take
getting
that
there.
back.
Well, Neith fights like a girl, like a awesome girl.
Well, but Nija kicks butt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Nija fights
He's
like
a butt
girl.
kicker. So basically, you get him up in the air, and you have to press your left mouse button 3 times or else you will miss or you'll crit. So when the little circle turns blue,
there's a circle.
Yeah.
You haven't noticed this?
I haven't played her.
So you have to.
In like months.
It's like
Is
playing.
It new?
Nisha came out like 2 months ago. Yeah, whenever she came out.
Wow.
So you have to quickly left click as soon as it turns blue and a little star comes out of the little circle.
What?
Or else it'll miss and you won't do any damage and it'll be crap. Or maybe you do damage, but it's really low and it'll be embarrassing.
Play her sometime now.
Yeah. So you have 3 times to crit. And after you play her a few times, you'll get it, and you won't miss anymore. I mean, it's really not that hard to do, but you can't ignore it and just not do anything, or else you get them.
Otherwise, you're an idiot.
Yeah, and then they drop down to the ground, and then they laugh at you, and they run away.
I think that's why if I ever played Dijon, it probably sucked really bad because I'm like in the air just looking at the screen like.
Well, it'll say miss,
taking much damage.
Yeah.
Well, and I would be like, wow, I always miss.
Yeah, like
just watching.
Come on,
the
hit
screen.
her. Yeah.
I don't click stuff.
So that's really great. It's a lot of fun playing her. But anyway, or him, right? So,
sexist.
So we're in the middle of this match, or actually at the very beginning of this match, and somebody on our team said, "Hey, we're on the official Smite stream right now," and I was like, "What?" So. As soon as I died, I pulled up my browser real quick on my other monitor, pulled it up, and there it was. And so I made sure...
Stream sniping.
Well, with a big delay, so not helpful. But I made sure I would snipe I would ult the Fenrir many times. That way I could look over, like a minute later, I would look over at my other screen. I'm like, there I am up in this.
I can just see you at the end of the match. You'd be like, DWP out!
I'm out. Yeah, drop the mic. And then sure enough, she's like,
we're never getting her on the show now.
She's like, I hate you, Nisha. I was like, yeah.
Did she talk in the lobby afterwards?
No, she exited out like super quick.
Yeah.
But,
places to be, things to kill.
Things to do. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. And also this week, a big thing, I hit 30.
Yay!
Level 30.
Yay.
I'm jealous.
Wes is only like 14 levels.
I'm in the doldrums of 27. I don't know if you remember 27, but it's a really horrible place, and nobody should ever live there.
It was harsh.
I won't be there.
But once I hit 29, it seemed to go like super fast, and then all of a sudden I was 30. So I don't know. I don't know if it speeds up or if I was just like on a momentum and went ahead and knocked it out. Other than that, I've just been playing like so much, and Nisha, I think she's he is my next. Rank 1 god I'm gonna try for. Lots of good times. Sounds like good times.
What
about you, Brant?
I'm actually I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I kind of backpedaled on the whole. I was going to try to get all 40 gods leveled up, so I was just taking the next one in line that was closest and doing them. And then we started playing, and it was just like I felt like that didn't mean as much to me as having one god with a lot of levels.
Yeah,
really.
Like that scares me much more to see one person with like a 7 or 8 than it does
really
someone
skilled.
with a 30. Because they may be playing a lot of the game because they're 30, but they haven't been playing that one god. It's to me like if you're you're building a house and you're doing a little bit of the plumbing and you're doing a little bit of the electricity and you're doing a little bit of the carpet laying and a little bit of the hanging this or that, the carpentry. Like, you're going to be pretty good at building a house.
Jack of all trades.
But if all you did was the electricity the whole time, people would be calling you saying, dude, that guy knows how to install electricity. And he can shoot it from his fingers. He's freaking magic
like
and
Zeus.
stuff. So, yeah, like Zeus. And so I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to go back to the classes I really like. And I enjoy playing them more, too.
Yeah.
So I kind of switched between, like, I try to do Loki or Isis, depending on what we need. And then if we need a tank, I'll go to Sobek. And then if we don't need a tank and I just feel like it, I'll go play Zeus. So I'm kind of doing both, leveling up like a singular god, but also kind of ranking up a couple others.
Right. So who's your go-to tank, Wes?
My go-to tank is Bacchus.
That's right.
My go-to DPS is Kronos.
Right.
My go-to mage is probably still Poseidon.
Kronos would be a mage, though.
Yeah, but he's more. I gotta tell you, I treat Kronos like an assassin.
Yeah.
He when he gets going, it's bam, 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 bam. You're dead.
Mm-hmm. It's fast.
Mage is more AoE, controlling the environment, and Poseidon is more of that for me.
Yeah, Poseidon.
So
that's cool.
now I've been trying to level up Fenrir to mixed results. Like I've like sometimes people will curse my name and tell me I need to uninstall the game while I'm playing.
I don't do that often.
And then other times, like you remember when we played and that guy was like, "Good job, Fenrir." Like sometimes I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
So I figure it's hit or miss, and I just I'm just randomly awesome and randomly sucky at very different times.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, good days, bad days.
But I've been trying to get Fenrir up to level 1, but that's kind of where I am right now. If I really want to kick ass, I'll choose Kronos, and if I want to help the team, I'll play Bacchus.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. My go-to tank is still, I guess, Athena for now.
Athena.
So anything else in there this week?
Play-wise, not really. We did have. Let's move on to the newsy news.
News.
Is it time for the news already? Good Lord,
isn't it?
News.
So there was this undocumented patch changes thing.
No! Don't read that.
I shouldn't read that.
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's just for us to. These are actually just links for us to check for news.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not really anything to
see.
look at
I
right now.
clicked it.
There was a big tournament this week.
It seemed very important.
Well, I mean, we can talk about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Basically, there's on the Reddit, there's a undocumented patch changes, but this is like for last week's, I believe.
Yeah,
so
this is 8:14.
So it was just
None of that.
I tried. Anyway, this week the big news is their announcement. They're at Gamescom, and they had a big announcement this week, and basically they're going to be working with Tencent Games, which is, I'm not sure if they own part of Riot, but they have a big piece, at least, in Riot, who makes League of Legends.
Right.
And this is over in the Chinese market. So the game is going to be getting bigger. I mean, just with that big of a market coming into the game, it's going to get really big.
That's good.
So that's really good for everyone. I think that means more dollars for them to develop the game and spend making it an even better, more polished gem than it is. And I work at Curse during the day, and we do a lot of websites. We have the smite.gamepedia.com is a wiki for Smite. Good info there. But I was talking to some of the guys, and they said they can already see a nice rise in traffic on all the Smite sites. So,
good.
It seems like it's going well for them. Also, with that, getting into the Chinese market, they revealed some gods. They're going to redo a few gods, or not redo. They're going to redo
Hunbots.
Guan Yu, and not Hunbots, but who Hunbots was. Sunky Moon Kong.
Sun Yukong.
Sunky Monkey Kong.
Man, it's weird. He's been God so long. I
know.
Forgot his
I've
name.
missed him.
Sun Wukong.
Yeah, Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong.
Sun Kong.
Wukong.
Kong.
It's a trap.
Sun Wukong, and then a third god, which is Zhong Kuai.
He's the fat one, right?
Zhong Kuai. He's the panther.
He's big boned.
He's like a god of the panther, or something.
He looks cool.
So, still no information on exactly what he is. So, it'll be fun to see that. Now, one thing I did notice on the video, the Chinese video, is that it says 41 gods. So, I don't know if that means they're going to launch with 41 gods, or if they're just... Because we're not there yet, right? So
we're at 39 or 38?
I think 39. I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
So why would they put 41 in there, right? It's not what we are now. It seems to me that's probably what they're going to launch with.
Yeah.
Right? That's my guess.
So I got a month.
You got to hurry up and get 30.
I got a month to get 30.
I think you can do it. I
think I can, except for the doldrums of 27. It's horrible. It's horrible. Horrible.
It's going to be weird when they just keep that. And they're like, all right, cap is 60 now.
I don't want to hear this. Why would you do that to me?
And just to back up a little bit, just for people who aren't aware of how big Tencent is, because they may not know who Riot is or League of Legends, really.
Yeah.
Just to give you some stats, in 2012, their portal had 461 million active users, which was 65% of China's online market share. They have 7 online games that each have more than 1 million concurrent users.
Wow.
So that was kind of cool. They also grew the MOBA genre in China by 70% last year. Crazy. So if Smite grows 70% in a year, I mean, that's,
pretty big.
Big. But I think it'll go bigger.
Right? I really think, and I've been trying to figure this out, like what's going to be the difference when Smite goes live? What do you think? Is there any difference now between beta Smite and what live Smite will be?
I mean, new artwork for
like
I don't
base.
I don't know if there's going to be so much different between live. It was almost like Minecraft, going live. I mean, they had some big hits because of the Christmas and because of launching Xbox and things like that. I think gave them boost. So I think we're going to see a time sort of thing. I think because it's not like, hey, go out and buy a physical copy. I don't know if like November will actually get it a lot larger numbers.
Yeah.
But maybe after Christmas, people getting gift certificates, things like that, money to spend on stuff like this. Maybe that'll grow. But yeah, I think it'll just be a time thing. What I'm saying, time.
Yeah.
So I think over the next year, I think it'll grow.
I'll be interested to see what happens. I think if they get some competitive stuff going, I think that'll change the whole landscape. Now, sadly, I think it will also make some of the player base more dicky. I'm not looking forward to that.
More.
Well, but I think if it gets more competitive, if it gets more, MLG Pro stuff, I think you'll end up with a lot more people being, kind of D-bags about how games are played and what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But I think that's always what happens when you lose casual players.
Yeah.
And probably a lot of casuals will leave.
And I made this point on Core Elements that really over the last week, I've only had one person tell me to uninstall the game as opposed to other MOBAs I have played. Right? Rick. And then Spencer pointed out, do you know how many games I played in the last week that someone has told me to uninstall? Zero.
No, I told him to uninstall 7 days when he came in and played with us.
7 days today.
But yeah, so also, what else was I about to say? Oh, new game mode for Smite. It was just a blip in the video, so you might have missed it.
Yeah.
10v10.
Wow.
Is going to be the new mode, and this will be a game of the day, or match of the day, MOTD.
Awesome.
And you'll be able to play 10 versus 10. I wonder if that's going to make them think differently about their 9 on a team thing.
Oh, yeah. Clans need to be bigger if it's 10v10.
I mean, it's MOTD, so they may not even let 10 people.
Yeah.
Because you can't party.
That's true.
Yeah.
So probably have a lot of 2 parties hitting in.
That's true.
Something like that.
I was still I really want the Altric Valley kind of feel, 40 on 40.
All 40 gods.
Altric?
I like all of them.
But an assault.
Altric Valley?
You're
Alterac?
Alteric.
Wait, what do you say?
It's Alterac, isn't it? Alterac with the
accent on the end. What did I say?
You said Alteric.
Alteric?
I call it Alteric.
Alteric.
Alteric Valley.
AV.
Wow.
It's a trap.
Yeah. This is kind of a wild discussion, though.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but this is magnificent. I love
Alterac
that nobody
Valley.
knows how to pronounce Alterac except for me.
Altric.
Though, and we did get corrected by Cool Stones in the chat room. There are 40 gods now, so you have 2 weeks.
Oh, there's 40.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Damn it, all to hell.
Oh, Tyr was the 40th, right?
There's a tear in Wesley's beard. Okay, so that's good news. Awesome news. We'll see how it plays out in the coming months.
Yeah.
So who knows? We may continue to do the show.
Yeah.
We may keep playing.
On the 8th day.
Oh, are we already there?
Yeah.
Why not?
Are we?
We are now.
Yeah. I just skipped some stuff that was blank. Isn't that what we wanted to do? Isn't that what you told me to do?
Yeah.
I'm here for you.
No.
I'm here to move the show on.
I was like, I swear there's more news. Weren't you talking about a game tournament?
Yeah, big tournament happened. I was watching. It's pretty sweet. Like 4,000 people were watching. It was the something or other thing.
Yeah, that's
thing
nice.
McBobber.
But this was at probably Gamescom.
Yeah, and it was great. It was huge. Not as big as League, of course, but I mean, it was giant. 2 commentaries. High Res Bart was one of the commentarists, and did a great job. The whole thing was pretty intense and a lot of fun. So that I really like seeing Smite in that esport kind of light. I really like. I enjoy hearing the commentary as they're like lightning fast, like talking about what's going on and insight about the players and about the abilities of what's happening, what they could have done and what they're doing wrong, what they're doing right. I mean, it's really good. I learned a lot just watching. Yeah, it's good stuff. There, of course, but they always play Conquest. And
that's tournament mode, baby.
Yeah, it is. And lately, I'm just really not a big fan of Conquest. I used to be early Smite playing, but now, I treat it more like an MMO PvP situation. I guess more of like a casual player, honestly. And I really don't like that Conquest. I'm really digging Assault a lot and Arena. Those are the 2 that I always queue up for every day.
Man.
But, tastes change over time. I'm sure I'll get tired of some mode and I'll jump into a different mode. But for now, I'm kind of completely out of Conquest.
Well, maybe watching some more tournaments and you'll kind of get the nuances of Conquest.
Yeah.
Or maybe just kind of learning that,
Yeah, I think what it is they seem really slow. And I like that fast, intense feeling that I get in an arena.
Wow, see, and that's I wasn't sure where that was going.
And I don't like starting off at level 1,
I hate starting off at level 1, but at the same time, there is something about Conquest that feels like what the game is supposed to be.
Yeah.
To me, it's a more test of skill than the others. I feel like people can pull off arenas without being as good at the game.
Yeah.
But for you and your teammates to win a Conquest, that you got to be good, because you're in the long run. It's more the stuff that Brent has tried to teach us while we play this is, every single death counts. Don't ever jump in and hope for luck. You can do that in arenas. You can hope to get lucky. You can hope to, get some successes based on, brute force or dumb luck. Yeah. Whereas in Conquest, it's long enough to where it feels like an actual competition of skill.
And that's really how the whole game is balanced around it. I mean, honestly, they can't balance the game around 10 different game modes. Yeah. Right? You just have this weird, wacky mesh of crap, right? Because things just don't work the same in each of the modes, right?
Yeah.
So they balance it around Conquest and the gods in Conquest and how they match up and lane and do all that stuff. But I think part of the problem is normally when we play, we're usually drunk. And and I don't care at all. So all this stuff he's talking about, I'm like trying to teach you. I don't care. And I die like 10 times, and Eric's like, God, this game sucks. What's Brent doing? So maybe we should just try to play one for realsies.
Yeah.
For realsies? Not for fakesies?
I watched a really cool video, and I know this probably should have gone in a different segment, but it was a Conquest, and search for it. I'm not going to take the time to put it in the show notes because you all have Google and fingers. But it's YouTube, and search for Smite and Dunk Squad.
Dunk Squad.
And we got to do this. They picked all the gods that have leaps. So they had Odin, Bacchus, Fenrir,
Aphrodite. Wait, who are you talking?
People who have leaps, where they leap into
Bakasura has a leap.
Bakasura has a leap.
On her?
And on her. So they would go around and they'd go, okay, let's go. And they'd go, Dunk Squad! And they'd all just dunk in on the guy. One guy, right?
That's a good idea.
And it was a lot of fun watching them.
That's pretty awesome.
That sounds fun.
So
yeah, we should do that.
We should.
Do a little Dunk Squad.
Yeah, Bots has one. Oh, that's
we
fun.
should go all water people and steal their name and
Whoa.
go Dunk Squad, wave, water stuff.
Yeah.
The wave team.
Like Odin has one. Neath has a backwards one. I mean, there's plenty to choose from.
Yeah,
that sounds fun. We're gonna do that right after this
totally
show.
stealing their idea.
Yeah.
Well, good. It's a good idea. So let's. Is that it? Is that the end of the show?
Let's see here. Anything else? We're just going to keep this show down to a compact, sensible.
Yeah, we didn't really get any emails this week. So email us, smite@deadworkers.com with questions, ideas, all that stuff. We're going to just have like one concise mailbag from now on instead of these like 3 sections where we may or may not have an email. If you have a tip or anything, we did get an iTunes review. I don't know if you read this from L. Barger.
Oh, that sounds good.
But I see it in here every week, so I figure I'll read it. And if we read it again, oh well. These guys seem to be great people who are bringing some positive attitudes to MOBA games. They are greatly involved in the community, and I love that I can listen to them at work to get me through the day. In fact, they are so involved in the community, they'll probably read this on the podcast. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work from
Awesome.
L. Barger.
It's like he read our mind and told the future.
You rock.
That's awesome.
So we appreciate it. We're going to try not to drag these out to an hour if we don't need to in the future, because we think we said everything that needs to be said for today.
Except for the fact that Brent is awesome and Eric is awesome.
Yes.
What do you think about Wes?
He's
awesome.
I'm okay.
He is awesome.
I'm okay.
He's
okay.
Yes, exactly. I'm okay.
He's okay.
I'm okay.
So thank y'all very much, and we will see you next week.
Yes.
Completed. Bye.
Bye.
And don't forget, everybody, Smite on.